game that's being shown to the press here at Gamescom for the first time is Blackguards 2, obviously a sequel, hence the 2 in the name. Can you tell us a little bit, if we start at when you finished on Blackguards, what was the sort of the vision going into the sequel?
Well, during the development of Blackguards 1, which took several years, we found that some of the choices we made were, well, we would like to do it the other way. And we got a lot of community feedback after the release of Blackguards 1. And so, because it was such a huge success, we decided to do a sequel and let flow all the changes we wanted to make into it.
So that, of course, my follow-up question is going to be: what are those changes? What are the main things that you're tweaking for the sequel?
Well, we changed the rule system. Lots of people didn't understand how to increase their hit chances, for example. So now we went from a dice 20 system to a dice 100 system. The underlying rule system is the one, it's called a pen and paper called The Dark Eye. I don't think you know it, but it's
very big in Germany. It's not so big in the English-speaking world.
It's all Dungeons and Dragons, and it's kind of like 30 years old and still active, you know. And you have like 14 attributes, and all of these combined to influence different skill sets and so on. And it's pretty hard to understand. So we just we combine these attributes into things like damage or offense or defense, and now you know exactly what you have to do. Also, we put in
the old system is in the background still, or
yeah, the old system is still in the background. It's just like the presentation, so it's just the front end.
Because otherwise, I think some fans would be upset.
Well, I think some fans will be upset because of course you have these die-hard DSA fans and the Dark Eye fans, and we can understand them because we are playing the Dark Eye ourselves. But it's a pen and paper system, and if you create a pen and paper character, you're reading the book, you know, and we can't expect our players to read a book before they start playing. So, but it's just easier to understand. Overall, it's more complex because we have new tactical choices, new tactical options, much more decisions you have to make in the story, and it's a lot. It's a lot that's new.
Speaking of the story, sort of, is it a direct sequel to the first game in terms of the plot, or are you taking a different stance to it?
No, there are 3 years between the first one and the second. You will meet some of the old characters, like Norim, Dwarf, and so on, and they have made quite a few changes to their personalities. They've underwent some development themselves, and well, we have new characters as well. Cassier, our main protagonist, and Faramut, he's the leader of the mercenaries. Yeah, there will be mercenaries. You will march with an army. You will try to conquer a whole land. Well, it's a bigger scale. It's a darker story, and well, you have to make a lot of dire choices, like if you want to plunder villages and kill civilians. And well, if you do that, you will have, of course, some good stuff coming out of that. But maybe it will bite you in the arse later on.
So when you talk about the scale, is that the scale of the game as a whole, or is it even the battles and the sort of the individual things that have been scaled up as well?
Well, let's talk about game length. The first Blackguards, some people took 40 hours to complete it, some people took 80 or 120 hours to complete it, and we wanted to slim down this one a bit from content. But we found out that because our new battle maps are really big, and you have new tactical options, and it's getting a bit more complex, that these new battle maps take longer. So maybe it will be the same amount of time, but more complexity than the first one.
So rather than sort of stretching it out, it's more like the length is there in each of the battles, in more complex battles.
Yeah, of course. You have much comfort options. you know, so it's not like that you have to repeat the battle over and over again because you don't understand what happened, what did I do wrong. Well, you will make lots of wrong decisions, but you'll understand what you did wrong now. So we kicked you in the arse, but we explain why.
That's nice. That's nice. Sounds like it's a little bit more like, instead of a puzzle where you try to find one solution, you can sort of, it's a little bit more sandboxy, if you will.
Well, yeah, you can decide the path you're taking to your goal. You have to capture one city. It's called Mengbiller, and you have like 40, 42. I don't know how many. But you'll have lots of different places to go before that. But you can decide which path you want to take, and every location brings you different boni to you, to your mercenaries, to your characters, and well, you will meet different characters on your route. So if you decide to go the north way and maybe take turn left or right, and well, you will make. You will experience different story that way. So yeah, in a way it's more sandboxy because it's not a linear story like before.
So where are you at in development with this? You're just showing it to the press. Where are you at in development, and sort of when do you aim to sort of have it ready?
In Q1 2015, and well, there could be a lot of more stuff I could tell you, but our time is limited.
And we don't want to spoil anything either. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.